I have the time zones down for the most part. Oh boy, okay. So we have game 5 between these players. I don't know how many games they're planning on playing, but you can see the score with how many games they have played. Hera is playing as Portuguese in the blue. And then in the red, we have Turks for fire. And these are two civs which are very questionable in 1v1s. And they also are strong with gold. So this will be interesting. Havrit Lane says, I'm not a subscriber, I'm just a follower. And Liz is like, not anymore. Not anymore. You're a sub now. Enjoy, Liz. Thank you for gifting that. That was nice. Tom, yeah, I've been working hard on the YouTube content, man. I've been working really hard on the YouTube content. So I'm really glad that since you can't make it to all the streams, you're able to watch the new stuff. Also, I'm sure you already know this, but if you don't, you can always watch the past broadcasts on Twitch too. So there's even more content that doesn't go to YouTube. I appreciate the support. I really appreciate it. I know that a lot of people subscribe with their Prime subs or just support in general, even though they can't make it to a lot of the streams. It does not go unnoticed. It has really changed how comfortable I can be with things. So I appreciate it, man. So Portuguese here. Let's look at Hera's map. He has a nice wood line, much better than some of the previous games. Also could take the wood line to the north of his TC. This is all slightly behind the TC, can be protected. Also has this here. Gold, awkward hill, but good placement, I think, because he can build out in front of everything. It also has a stone. So I would say that this is pretty solid. 2 stones behind his town center. He got the golds in decent positions. As Portuguese, excuse me, sorry about that. When you have all units costing 15% less gold, it's always good to go for gold units, and always good to have that secured, of course. Now, Turks is another civ that has an interesting gold bonus, and I'll show that here. Gold miners work 20% faster. So the issue with Turks is they can't go trash. So they can't go pikemen, they can't go halberdier, they can't go elite skirmishers. While that is the case for Portuguese. It's going to be even more important for Turks, but Turks, since they collect gold so much faster, they have a similar bonus, and they do have a crazy tech tree. I'll show you this real quick. They can go heavy cav archers with 100 HP, actually, if they get full upgrades. Hand cannons, which have more HP. Champions, I believe they get full upgrades there. Heavy camel, cavalier. I'm not going to get into navy, obviously. Janissaries. They have gold options. They have siege ram. They have bombard cannons. The problem is, if you run out of gold as Turks, this is the main gold for fire. Hill in front of it will be annoying, of course, but I think throughout this game, the biggest talking point at Fire's base will be this gold, which is even further forward, and this gold. And maybe even this neutral gold, which happens to be close to him. But if Hera's aggressive, and he is an aggressive player, he can suffocate Fire and smoke him out of these golds. Heir to the Throne 3, thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome. Are you still going to upload AoE2 at YouTube soon, or did you give up on that? Well, initially I wanted to do expansions. Or not expansions, campaigns. But I had maybe 2 days of motivation to do DE content, and after I started, I sat myself down. I was ready to do the campaigns, and then I started playing them, and the game's just not as exciting as Age of Empires 2 is for me. And maybe I'd do it if I was running out of Age of Empires 2 ideas, but I'm only getting more ideas, and there's only more stuff to do, right? So, yeah, I will probably post gameplay of some kinds, but I'm not going to do all the campaigns as I first thought. Guys, are the alerts louder than they were, say, a week ago? Because I changed something on my volume mixer, and I think they're louder now. Can you tell me if they are? Either way, is it Kitardi? Kitardi, thank you for the Prime as well. Appreciate it, guys. I assume you guys subbed because you heard me say that, so it means a lot. Don't know if louder, but loud. Okay. Here, we'll do a test real quick because the players paused. I saw someone complaining about it, and I was confused until the light bulb went off in my head. Let's see. is this, we're gonna do a couple tests, okay? So it was around here before. This one might be louder. Okay, and then we're gonna lower it and tell me if this is better. It looks a bit quieter on the mixer there. Tell me if that's better. That's quieter than earlier. Okay, so I'll lower it a little bit below that, and I'll have to do some tests offline. That way we could sort it out for next time. Sorry about that. I unintentionally upped the audio, I guess, at some point, and I didn't realize. My bad. Osborne, thank you for the 100 bits. Osborne is doing a real-life test. Thank you, man. How do I sue T90 official for injuring my eardrums? Is there a bot? No, you just have to contact this guy named Vicious Marauder, and he handles all my legal concerns. So Fire's going scouts, which is really, really nice, especially when they're quite far away from one another. Hera, well, yes. I've said this every single game he's played today, so hope you don't get tired of this comment. He likes to play with scouts, and I think he will start with scouts as well. Did too quiet now? Masuda, man, I don't know if you're trolling me, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, Masters of Arena final, Raggy Toto, is on Friday at 17 GMT. Chat, please don't spoil who will be playing because, well, obviously, we already know who won. It is on YouTube there, but we want Raggy Toto to be able to chill out on the live stream without getting any spoilers. Just whenever you do, don't scroll down and look below the stream where it shows the schedule. Don't do that, because if you do that, it will tell you who advanced. So scouts here for Hera. He's so good. He's so good with his scouts. Now, Fire's really good at getting some strong early walls up. And his macro behind that, his economy behind that is generally one of the best. Also, I'd say Fire is top 5 when it comes to scouting. Top 5 when it comes to awareness. That's why he's so good. He can always sense what's happening, where units are coming in, and where he needs to pressure. T90 fan, next. I have a pretty busy couple weeks with tournaments and with like some stuff in real life. So I'll tell you what, I will announce Liquor League when it's going to happen, but it's not going to be this Friday, and it couldn't be past last Friday because of something going on as well. 2 weeks is kind of a hard thing to stick to when you need to get players consistently and when I need to be there consistently. We'll keep it going though. Oh, you're saying up the audio a little bit more? Okay. Well, Hera, he's keeping his scout around, but he's kept his scout around a bit too long, and he's going to lose it now, so threw that one away. Probably shouldn't... He says retard scout. You probably shouldn't run forward with these scouts now. The Fire's just kind of waiting for him. And like I said, adding the economy, adding the farms, 4 is a beautiful number to go out and raid with, and then he can defend with spears. Gotta say, Hera, he's a very, what's the word? Passionate individual. Okay, I upped the audio a bit more for the alerts. We'll test it on the fly, but I will do testing offline then. So you don't need to worry too much. So we're going to need to see defensive spears for Hera as well, and here they come. I don't think we're going to see either player invest in too many scouts. I think you have to do as much damage as possible with the amount you can get through. Oh, you see this Weekville? Oh, look at that. So I don't know how many expert games the stream watches. Obviously, I cast them all the time, but if you're new, that was one of the boar villagers from earlier, and this is common. Hera's going to have a Weekville around here as well. So sometimes players will run by, and they'll click the individual villagers to see if there's a weak one. Hera spotted it with his 2 scouts, and he got a Vill kill. So he's actually a Vill ahead now after losing the scout earlier, and the kill death ratio is 2-2 for him. So not bad, not bad. Like here, this villager, she's weak, and so Fire could go for her later on. And Fire noticed that was happening as well. He just couldn't garrison in time. That was a slick play. Mods! Nice! Nice. I had 2 moderators respond to that link at the same time. It says Vicious Marauder banned and Nimino banned. Get wrecked, bot. Get wrecked. So maybe Hera feels like he needs to invest in a few more units after losing his scouts earlier. He has 5 scouts. He has incredible micro. And fire, well, he's making quite a few more scouts. He has 3 forward. And he's going to have 5 in his stable and 2 spears defending. Now, problem for fire. Oh, you know what? It's good for him? That his opponent can't see the stable going up. He might go with a lot of scouts. It's not good for him that he lost that villager, though, and Hera's just going to run away now. Hera still maintaining that 1-vill lead. Hera's transitioning into archers, and we are going to see 2 stables for fire. Guys, the cool thing about Turks, there's a couple awesome things about Turks, is you just rarely see it, right? When they advance to Castle Age, their scouts turn to light cav immediately for free. So you could justify going into a lot of extra scouts because of this, and that's exactly what we're going to see here from Fire. And I'm so excited for this because it's so strong. Bloodlines will make his scouts go from 45 HP to 65, and archers really can't do anything against this. In fact, spears, we're getting to the point where spears can't do much because Fire's also getting scale barding. Awesome move, especially considering Fire's base is pretty well protected with walls. Oh, he could stop the blacksmith. Oh, the quick walls from Hera. Hera's making a lot of spears. Now, Hera doesn't want to create too many spears. That'll slow down his castle time. He also doesn't want to catch up with scout upgrades either because he wants to get fletching for his archers. And Fire knows he needs to do damage sooner rather than later. He has scale barding. He has bloodlines. He distracts with this group. And he attacks with this group. Oh, hold on a second. Oh, he got it. I was thinking, there's no way Hera's going to perform that trap. Look at that. That's sick. Hera reacted immediately. He goes, oh, yeah, that's a mistake, my friends. I'm going to market you in. You can't even trade, you dumb horse. Wow, that's an epic play from Hera. Fire was milliseconds from getting through there as well. And, you know, the YOLO scouts haven't done too much for Fire. Hera still has 1 more villager. Fire, he's adding a 3rd stable, but I think that might be for knights later on. I don't see him adding any more scouts. These scouts, which could have done so much, are just forcing a repaired market, and that's it. Fire building a market. Will he sell his stone here? He's just bought a bit of food. It's felt like he might sell some stone for more gold and buy food because he wants to rush to Castle Age. Now, he still can do damage here, guys. He definitely is still in a good position. Oh, like here, he's gonna kill the repair villager. So Fire's faster this time. These scouts might make it out. She's dead. These scouts are trying to bash their way out. Fire using the speed of his units here again, killing a villager. Losing, what, 2 scouts there. I'm really interested to see if these scouts make it out, because they will be light cav, of course. And nope. Nope. More repairs coming from Hera. But Hera losing a few archers. Hera doesn't even have fletching right now. Interesting game. Well, of course, Hera could send archers here to kill the scouts, so he no longer has to repair this. He really can't push out currently. I don't think he should be comfortable doing so. Gonna build a town center, just catching up with the fletching upgrade. That tells you enough. Fire's about to be castle, and Fire has full map control. And Hera has a pretty slow army composition. Also, Hera has wasted probably hundreds of wood now repairing this market. And you know Fire's not going to give him these scouts for free. He's going to go to the other side. Absolutely love it. It's going to be 3 stable knights. Oh, actually, no, it's going to be light cav to start. Oh, wow. The Fire invested. This is exactly what I love to see with Turks. Now, it might not work. And there's reasons that we don't see it a lot because it's risky to waste so much food into light cav, but he made these scouts knowing they would turn into light cav. I love it. I love it. Now, what he should do is try and run dances around Hera. Keep Hera at home. Try and pick off vills here and there. Hera's point of view, he sees the light cav, and there's also light cav up here, and there's also light cav over here. He has to track these down. The crossbows don't have bodkin arrow. Hera's economy was damaged, and this is what you need to do. With chain barding, I think you fight this. You'll have a hill as well. Here, the light cav come in. Hera had to quick wall again. Allow the TC to go up. Now the light cav attacks the market. He's just surrounding the guy, and Hera can't catch up. He cannot catch up. Sure, he has spears, but spears are slower, guys. And the light cav is working. And I just want these light cav to make it out. At some point, I want them to make it out, man. The repair villager's gonna die again. Will fires hero group of light cav that ran forward. Make it out. Villagers dropping like flies now for Hera. Actually, not really. He's lost a few. He just does not have map control. Had idle time. Didn't have his golds. 300 HP. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You could do it. I heard villagers dying on the wood line. Will that be one more chick going down at will? Let's go. Let's go. You can make it. You can make it. They're gonna make it out. They're going home. They get to see their families and their friends. They're gonna make it back alive. One of them might make it back alive, but he's joining his new brothers in war. Hey guys, these knights are so strong. I know these are spears. I know they have a defense upgrade, but those knights are still very strong. Still, I think Fire should have continued doing what he was doing and just run with the light cav. I think he only had one knight in there. So he made it out. We need to go back. We need to have someone go into that game and see just how much wood Hera put into building the market and repairing that market. Now, idle time's the big thing. While Hera is only 2 villagers down, he had a lot more idle time. And Fire, he's on 3 town centers, sorry, and he is completely safe. Remember, I said that these golds would be vulnerable for Fire. Well, if he has the map control like this, there's no problem. Biggest letdown ever, yeah. For sure, for sure. See, Hera, notice how he doesn't have a lot of food? It's because he went to town center. So this is kind of greedy from him. He might feel like he has to do this with a civ, but I don't really agree with it. And there's no bodkin arrow on the crossbows either, and these knights have +2 defense with bloodlines. So crossbow's forced to hop into the town center, but look, there's only one crossbow in there. Fire taking some amazing engagements this game, and still doing dances around Hera. This is how Hera normally plays, with the moving groups of units. I love it. I'm loving it from Fire. Idling villagers in the TC again, running away here. He knows better than to run in there, because he'll be market walled in. And Hera's in big trouble. This is awesome play. This is awesome play. We got to see Turk light cav pay off. If Fire knows, there's not a lot here that he can't fight. He wants to avoid the spears, but he's done that. He's killing a few more villagers and crossbows. He just doesn't seem to care. 23 idols for Hera. He's also behind in vills. This is why he doesn't have resources. Finally getting bodkin arrow 30 minutes in. Awesome play. I love the fact that Fire has done this. And if he plays this right, he really shouldn't lose from here. Because he'll be on 3 TCs soon. He has such a strong economy in comparison. And he has map control over this golds, which Hera will need at some point. Very well played. Was that worth it? He had 20 plus scouts there at one point. Surely could have done more than he did. Yeah, it was definitely worth it. It was definitely worth it. Look back at how many times Hera's had to garrison his town center. So forget about the villager number, but think about how efficient it has been. Fire, we haven't even looked at his base. So his villagers have been working the entire time. All of these town centers have garrisoned multiple times for Hera. And light cav, again, is a free upgrade for him. So it's just the cost of some scouts to do the damage he did earlier. So this is really impressive stuff. And I think he knows that he cannot be caught. So he'll run away every time he sees the pikemen. And Yeah, he's keeping Hera on his toes. One knight here now. Okay, garrison in your town center, please. If you don't, you're gonna lose some vills. See, Hera doesn't realize. Oh, now he does. This is good stuff. That whole TC was just idled. Now, granted, he probably shouldn't be throwing units away there. It's just that, though these are pros, they do make mistakes. Very good strategy choice. I can't tell you the last time Hera was over here at Fire's base. He doesn't know about anything. I think this is a spec bug. Only reason we see the farms there is because I've gone to all visible and off. I don't think he's been here at all. See, look, everything was feudal age last time you saw it. This is how you play with fast units, guys. It takes a lot of skill to do this, but this is how you play with Turks. This is how you play with fast units, and I think we're going to see a transition now from Fire. So it slightly bothers me that he's not building this castle on the hill. Why not build the castle here and the archery ranges at the bottom of the hill? I don't know, but you can tell he's preparing for the Imperial Age. Now, Hera still has a shot. Hera finally building a castle to protect here. But he hasn't taken gold away from Turks, which is going to be a big, big problem. Yep, these units going to run away. Fire trying to split away from the shots as well. I don't think Hera has ballistics, does he? No, he does not even have a university. So look at the food difference. 666 gold. Oh my goodness, Hera, collect more quick. There we go. We're fine. Only 200 food. 400 food for Fire with more villagers. And he's getting hand cards, so his economy will be much stronger. And also with his scouts, he'll probably start looking for maybe this gold or the relics. We saw the monks out there a moment ago. I think if Hera's civilization wins this, it's because he's able to cancel out the gold units available from Fire with trash. Arbalest, Halberdier would be a very strong combo versus the Turks. Arbalest do well versus the gunpowder. Halberdier do well versus all these knights and potentially Hussar, because the light calves will be Hussar for free in the Imperial Age. Fire's closing in on Imp, and he should have a head start there. We'll see what he goes for. How many times have we watched Fire send in a new batch of units? He continues to try this. I love it. He knows that the more he does this, the more he can see what Hera is doing, and the more he keeps Hera back at his own base. And Hera just now getting thumb ring for his crossbows. And ballistics. And Fire's on his way to Imp, and he's getting fletching. Building university. And he's going for cav archers. Let's go. Let's go. Cav archers will be so good, and Hera's so blind to this as well. He has no clue what's happening. So with the unique tech from Turks, guys, these wolves still haven't been killed off, by the way. I'd like to see them get a kill this game. Sipahi gives cav archers plus 20 HP, which means they go from 80 to 100. 100 HP cav archers. When you have this much gold, yeah, that's going to be tough to stop. It would chew up the pikemen, which Hera's just now teching into. And it would obviously survive quite a long time versus the Arbalest from Hera. And that's if we even see Arbalest. And that fight, I don't know if Hera was able to cancel pikemen. That fight was right before the pikeman upgrade. Fire has just been all over Hera this game. And now the light kept picking off the monk. Organ guns, well, they're not going to offer too much here. And this game is for sure advantage Fire. Fire gonna try and get that relic, so is Hera, which is funny. Can Hera see that? Actually, we still should be looking at this, right? But we know what's happening. It's gonna... Oh, this one knight, though, is killing villagers. Fire's just being a pest. Look. Hera can't see that. Wouldn't completely surprise me to see Hera call the GG. He's counterattacking with the crossbows. But now these are Hussars. And a cav archer should kill this. Good thing for Hera, I guess, is... It would definitely be a preemptive GG. The good thing for Hera is he's distracting his opponent. The bad thing is he's going to lose his entire army. And he didn't kill it. Well, maybe one villager there. Oh my goodness, that's the spot. That's the spot for crossbows. Only one melee unit can get in to do damage, but the cav archers, they'll be fine here. 6+4 attack. Fire taking a few losses, but he's gonna get ready to push forward. Hera on the way to Imp. My assumption is he will stick with pikemen arbalest. Actually going for organ guns. And building a second castle. And building a TC here, but Fire, he's already here with Hussar and Knight. I would be so sick of this Fire guy, man. Like, every single location Hera arrives at, there's another light cav or a Hussar. Crazy, man. So Fire did get this relic. He does see this gold. He has this gold. He has this gold. He sees that his opponent is on this gold. A very good map control. Does know the castle's there. Has not sent a trebuchet forward, which is kind of surprising. Just trying to get cav archer upgrades currently. Let's see how the organ guns do. To be honest, the organ guns aren't bad, but there's just simply too many numbers from Fire. And if he has the Hussars as a meat shield, it'll work out much better for him. I think Fire was trying to get in here to the right-hand side to stop this TC from going up. Just deny gold. But he's trading versus units that Hera wants to use in the Imperial Age before the Imperial Age upgrades. Fire doesn't have heavy cav archer. He also doesn't have Sipahi yet. And he's standing in Castle Fire, so though his name is Fire, he doesn't want to be in Castle Fire. It doesn't work out. Or TC Fire, either one. Not really good for cav archers. And it's 4 relics for Fire. That's nuts. And this one he is just missing. I imagine he'll scout that corner soon. The Hera has halberdier, organ guns. Interesting. Well, the organ guns, they have 7 range. For 7 range. And maybe Fire is thinking twice about the cav archers? Or he misclicked some hand cannons in here? I'm not too sure. I feel like he should stick with cav archers. He's used his mobility all game. He should continue to use that here. And he saw this stone earlier. This is something he might be going for, or he's maybe scouting for that extra gold pile. He's going to start raiding with Hussars. That castle's going to protect that stone for Hera, but Hera doesn't have many options to push out. That is his biggest problem. He is a very slow civ, and Fire has prepared for this. He set the game up to be like this, where he could run all around his opponent. Idling this TC now. Fire has lots of gold coming in. Sipahi now, so he's going to get the extra HP. Only thing he'll be missing is heavy cav archer then. And yeah, he did see the castle. It's just amazing how he's seeing everything. Elfish TV, welcome. A chat, if we could welcome Elfish TV's viewers, look to the stream. We're casting an amazing 1v1 right now. Fire does have the lead as Turks on Arabia. They're researching Sipahi. Look at the defense upgrades. Look at the HP. Now, of course, Hussars, they don't fare too well against the gunpowder hand cannon combo, but they're just there as a distraction. Now, I'm personally not used to how Orc and Guns will fare in this situation. I don't think either player is either, but there's just so many more upgrades, so many more numbers here for Fire, so many cav archers stacked, 57 military versus 13 currently, and that's before the Hussars come in to start raiding the woodlines and raiding the stones. Now, of course, Hera doing Elite Skirmisher, which will do well versus the cav archers, but it's not going to work out versus the Hussars that the Turks have available. And this, I know Elfish TV's viewers missed this. What's up, Elfish? This is how you have to play Turks. You have to be aggressive, because otherwise they're going to take that gold away from you. And I don't think Hera... Okay, he's going for organ guns now. But I don't think Hera can combat this. It's just too much. 4 relics for Hera. Or, sorry, for fire. Villagers dying now. Hera's trying to add more vills, but he does not have many answers here, guys. The speed and the strength of the Turks paying off here. I'm so hyped because we saw the light cav choice in Castle Age. There were some really cool moments in this game. This is definitely a YouTuber for sure. Elfish, where are you from in Germany, man? Just curious. Now, this could be one of those situations where Hera wants to see how the organ guns do. Again, the issue, even if they do well, is that they're slow. And Fire has fast units and he can run. Also, the issue is Fire's had so much map control, he's able to get the relics and the golds and push in with siege ram on these castles. There's many issues for Hera. YG1211, welcome. Thank you for the sub, man. How's the audio on that, by the way? Yeah, this is GG.
Been a while since I caught a stream. How's it going, T90?
Hera says that this unit is useless. I think he was just testing it out. But how epic was that stream? How epic was that? I'm so happy I got to see that tonight. That made my night, seriously. Fire, for those that missed it, Fire made extra scouts in Feudal Age, was very aggressive, and got the free light cav upgrade, and he kept running around in circles, annoying Hera to the point where Hera's eco was idled, he fell behind in economy, and he never had map control. I should have checked this. It would have been cool to show you. Unfortunately, I can't show you now because the game has ended, but I'm pretty sure Hera was only at Fire's base past castle once. That was with the crossbows. So he didn't know about most of the expansion from Fire. Steph Max, welcome, dude. 10 months with tier 2. I welcome you back. I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm doing pretty good, especially after that game. Thanks for the support. All right, here are the achievements. Crazy KD for Fire. I want to show you the eco difference, though, guys. Look at the food, wood, and gold difference there. That's because Fire had map control. If he didn't have map control, he could have been starved. Remember, his golds were forward. But that strategy choice was perfect for that situation. It's late here, thus my brain is idle like my villagers when I play. Elfish, sorry I didn't respond. I saw your message. I am aware of Frankfurt. I didn't fly into Frankfurt when I was in Germany, but I was considering it because I was going to travel more than I ended up doing in Germany. Frankfurt has that huge airport. All right, well, fingers crossed they play more. And unfortunately, I didn't cross my fingers in time. It seems like they are finished. So we'll find something here. I'm keeping an eye on where these other players might be.